Okay, so we're going to be going over some tools and review and also talking about a couple of new tools. Just like anytime you're starting a drawing, you want to pick a drawing sketch plane, and then you want to make your first element there. We're going to start with the circle for our review part. So we'll grab our circle tool. Then I'll draw that. And since our next feature needs to be straight up, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a reference line. Now you'll notice that there is a snap and a little icon next to it when it is parallel. So next what we'll do is we'll grab the circle tool again. Make our second circle. And of course we'll have to trim this out after we make our tangent lines. So our next feature is going to be a pair of tangent lines, which is handled differently here in OnShape than it is handled in AutoCAD. So this is where you'll find your tangent tool, and you'll draw a preliminary line that connects the two. And then of course you want to get it as close as you can, but we know that OnShape allows you to make adjustments as you go. So there's one, there's our second. And now in order to put them into precision place, what we do is we select two features and we click tangent, do the same thing on the other side, and then we do the same thing for the big circle. Click our line, click the circle, click tangent, line, circle, and tangent again. So now we have our tangent pieces. And we'll just trim out what we don't need, and we can get rid of that reference line. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to create two surfaces that are extruded at different lengths or different heights, depending on how you look at it. So we'll do our first extrusion the way we normally make our extrusions. And you'll notice that our second piece disappears. So what we do is we open up the sketch again, select the face that we want, and you'll notice that it's highlighted there. So now we can make our second extrusion. And there we are. As our feature with the two extrusions, each at a different depth. So what we're going to do now is we're going to draw the circles, the holes. And there's two ways that we can do this. The note in our drawing says we're going to use a counter bore. So for that, we're going to use the hole tool. First of all, let's draw our sketch where our hole is going to be. Okay, once we have that, what we'll do is we'll use our hole tool, and we've used this before, so it's got a bunch of different settings. One setting is the diameter of the hole. One setting is how deep we want the hole to be. We want it to go all the way through. Then we have the diameter of the counter bore and the depth of the counter bore. And so there we are. And that has created our hole to proper dimensions. I want to show you a different way of doing it now. We'll delete all that. And we're going to show you how to do it using the extrusion remove tool for both features. Now, since we're going to do this for two different features, we need to have the two circles set up. So we'll go to our first one and we'll use extrusion remove. Same way we usually do. This one's going to go all the way through. There we are. And we had that same problem. So we open up our sketch again. We select the face that we want. And now we do our second extrusion. This one, we need to stop, right? We don't want it to go all the way through. Yep. So we type the depth in and we're good. Two different ways to get the same results. Okay, let's create our drawing and dimension it. There's a couple of tricks that I want to show you there. We'll bring our piece in. We're going to make sure that the scale is correct. 1 to 2 is going to work for us best here. We'll place our front view and our top view. Place our side view. And then we'll place our isometric. We'll hit escape. And then we'll move our isometric over. We want to make sure we can view our hidden lines. So we go to show hidden lines there and there. And then we can start dimensioning. When we're making our dimensions, we want to make sure that they are neat and precise. Change the precision to 2 decimal places. Click the wrench tool again, and that closes that. So for this next one, we need a note. So we'll start off by putting our dimension in, and then come up here to the text tool, the giant A. We'll draw our note box, type in our note. We want to change the length of this text box so that everything fits on 2 lines. So we'll grab the arrow, move it over a little more, there. Let's center the text. So we highlight the text, and we center it the same way we would in any document. And then we can move the whole entire text box over, so once again it's nice and neat. So let's say that we need to change this to a diameter instead of a radius. What we're going to do is we're going to open it up again by double-clicking it. And all the way on the right side is a way that you can shift it. So you click it once and it shifts from radius to diameter. Click it again, shifts from diameter to radius. So if you ever had to change a dimension, the way that the dimension is being displayed, that's how you would do that. We'll finish up our dimensions here. And there we are. Last, we want to make sure we've got our proper title. And there. We're finished.